The Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar here present, Professor Florence Bako, the Registrar of the University of Calabar, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Grace Enoita, the Librarian, Professor the Chairman of the University of Calabar Meritorious Service Award committee, Professor Joseph Asso. This year, head of departments. This one, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Linkages, and Collaboration. All professors here present. Heads of department, directors, distinguished awardees, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press, I heartily welcome us to the second Meritorious Service Award Day of the University of Calabar, a vision conceived by the Vice Chancellor of the University to recognize and honor those whom have distinguished themselves in their various fields of study. Today, we are here for the second award running in the year 2024. Please, before we call for the opening prayer, let me once again request that those of us sitting at the extreme end to please move forward for better coverage. Thank you. Please, especially when you are an awardee, please, and please do indicate, if you know you are an awardee, do indicate that you are one so that you can get the program of events. Thank you. Just relax, okay? Okay, for those of us who don't have, as you come for your award, you will definitely get one. To start with, I know we have so many faces who are not members of the university community. On that note, let me respectfully recognize a woman of substance who have conceived these ideas. The reason why we all are gathered here today, the 11th Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, the first female Vice Chancellor, Professor Florence Bako. Please, can we put our hands together for our dear Vice Chancellor? In that same order, let me recognize once again the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Grace Enoita. Please put your hands together for her. Also here present is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Linkages and Collaboration, Professor Peter Okafor. We also have here the Registrar of the University, Mr. Gabriel Ekpe. Please, a round of applause for him. Also here present, the University Librarian, Professor Anibet Bitwe. Please put your hands together for her. All these here present, you are recognized. Please, can we put a hand of applause for the deans of all faculties? Can we also put our hands together for all the directors here present? All heads of department, you are recognized. The awardees, you are so recognized. Thank you, all of us, for coming. Our dear Vice Chancellor, Ma, we're about to start this event. And to begin with, we have to start with God. Yesterday was a remarkable day for the university as we started with an interdenominational service to start the 36th convocation ceremony of the university. So we cannot do less today by not starting with opening prayer, by not putting God first. So on that note, let me request Professor Aribo to please give us opening prayer. Please, can we rise? Thank you.
Please let us worship God, pray. It pleases you, Lord, that we are here gathered today as part of our 36th convocation activities. That of today is giving award to those who have worked meritoriously. Let us pray. Lord, thank you, O Lord, for making this day possible, that a worker through the instrument of administration of this university is to be recognized for putting in his or her best. Working in all its ramifications is something that a worker needs to exhibit in order to earn a living. For such a worker who has gone beyond average and is recognized, can only be you that should be glorified. On this note, may we hand over all the awardees to you for your grace and blessing through Christ our God.
Please, a round of applause for the Dean, Professor Aribo. Please stand in place. Can we all rise once again for the Unica song? Please. Thank you. much. A big round of applause for the choral group. Thank you. Thank you.
Check the sound again, please.
Before we move over to the next item, please, let me recognize once again the name is out. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration is not Professor Eno, Grace, but rather Professor Eno Grace. Please, my correction notes. Let me also recognize here present the bursar of the university, Dr. Prince Joseph Odu. Please, a round of applause for him. Someone has been signed up with the responsibility to do justice to this assignment. He is the former Dean of the Student Affairs Division, University of Calabar, former Dean, Faculty of Science, and today he is the chairman of the Meritorious Award. I want to gladly present him as he presents his remarks. So join me as we make welcome Professor Joseph Assor for his remarks. Thank you.
Let me establish my own protocol. Chancellor, University of Calabar, Professor Florence, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Admin, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research and Languages, the Registrar, University of Calabar, the bursar of the University Librarian, Chairman Committee of Deans, all Deans, all Directors, all Heads of Departments, distinguished academic staff, non-teaching staff, and greatest Nigerian students. Greatest Nigerian students. Greatest Baba. And the fundamental thing I want to say, I want to yarn, I want to somersault. I did that on behalf of the Dean of Student Affairs. That is special, but he's doing a great job. Let me welcome you on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar. I also thank him for the opportunity he has given to our committee members to do this meritorious job. This is the second year our committee have been saddled. We provide saddled the responsibility of providing the names or list of body staff who have shown dedication to duty, hard work, and are free of all the hindrances. We have tried on our own to be honest and transparent as much as possible. And that is what informs the disqualification of any close associate or any member of the committee. Last year it was my wife that was the casualty. This year we also have so many casualties. This year the secretary of the committee, Mr. Gabriel Sam, his name came up for award, but that the secretary of the committee was disqualified. For me, I have a close relative who has been living with me for about 5 or 6 years. His name came up last year. He was disqualified. That one needs to be in my house. His name came up again this year. I had to disqualify him again. At the point I was feeling very uncomfortable. And I said, well, here I will make an appeal to the Vice Chancellor. A young man entered the university with a school certificate. Today he is a graduate. and has applied for upgrading to the rank of admin assistant. The application is before the registrar. I want to appeal to the VC that let the young man not suffer all fronts. Let him be upgraded to the rank of administrative assistant. Another appeal I have to make is that at the end of this exercise, some members of our committee, especially the secretary of the committee, Pastor Sam, maybe the VC may consider or do it executively and give him an award. The man has worked and worked and worked and worked. This year I had to share some of the works he did last year ago. I was in the duty presidency with most of my committee members, and I sat down for 4 hours. And by the time I got up, I said, is it what you did last year alone? And yes, last year was the one running to the certificates and other things, but this year I told him I have to do some things for you. So we have tried our best to bring out the best. Not all the nominations are from us. Some are from the deans, some are from the head of departments, and then some are from those positions that have control over certain persons. I've heard so many things. Best lecturer, and we did get at the worst lecturers, but we didn't give the names to the VC. We just felt that let's see if they can change. So the only names we submitted were names of best lecturers. It was not an easy task. We tried to see how we can nominate one person at least in the faculty. So what we do, first of all, we take each best lecturer from the department. We put them together, we interview staff, we interview the heads of departments. At times, we interview those whose names are given to us, and they don't know that we are approving them for an award. Then we do the frequency score. At the end of the day, we arrive at the best. So for those people that were submitted to us as worst lecturers, I personally called them and said, look, if you don't leave next year, you are then called up again as a worst lecturer, I will forward your name to the vice chancellor. And those of them that they should have to live up. The criteria, we look at dedication, hard work, ability to accept responsibilities, have a listening ear to students, how you interact with your staff, we took all those into consideration. We also took into for the lecturers, we took into consideration the issue of sexual harassment and the issue of sorting. Good. You know what sorting is all about. And surprisingly, I tried to put the name of the word lecturer before some staff in the faculty of department. And I said, this doctor, how do you see him? I want to give him an award as the best lecturer. So they will say, so that. Don't mention that guy person, no. That man, anything on scared, you can now pass. Like kind of the mass we had. And it's not good for healthy for such kind of persons. Then the issue of money, they tell you this was that at a particular course in school, they send students to go and buy food for you every day. We don't give you money, we don't give you food. Go and buy food. That's what our colleagues do. I'm telling you, it's what I was told severally. When we did get some report, it's faculty of medicine, the college of medicine, not the clinical side of medicine, not the clinical sciences. Yes, that is where we didn't have this report from lecturer actually go and buy food or the adverts Why put it for me and bring the following day? You don't give money, nothing. So I think we should try and desist from such acts. These are ways to work harder, looking ahead. On this note, the Vice Chancellor, when he gives his speech, we provide no insight into their words. Thank you very much.
I believe you can do better than that. Thank you. Before we move over to the next item, let me recognize the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics who just walks in. She is Professor Angela Oyoeta. Please, a round of applause for her. I know her so well and I almost forgot her name. Vice Chancellor, my distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I bring on stage a woman of substance, I just want to echo something. You know, when you work in a system and you work and you work and you work and you are not being recognized, people get tired of putting so much. Am I right? And I believe that is what the Vice Chancellor of our dear university, that is what she saw. And she believed that staff need to be encouraged. I remember when she came on board, she stated this, and this is the second time running that this ceremony is organized. Can we put a hand of applause for the Vice Chancellor? On that note, let me bring on board the 11th Vice Chancellor of our dear university, Professor Florence Bako Obi, for our address. Keep clapping, encourage our dear mother.
Thank God you don't know me so well, so you remember my name. My principal officers who are over here, the chairman of the award committee, a great gentleman, brother and friend, Professor Aso, and his wonderful team that they have worked so hard to put this event for the second time running. Deans who are here, and see a past Deputy Vice Chancellor is sitting here. Professors, heads of departments, directors, academic and non-academic directors, principal officers of the system in the administrative cadre, my dear people, the great workers of the University of Calabar, those who are sustaining the system, I salute each and every one of you in Jesus' name. Today, we are gathered here for the second time for the Meritorious Service Award of our dear University of Calabar. When the MC was speaking, he said something about my vision for the system. Really, I had a vision before I became the Vice Chancellor. And I guess everybody who dares and wants to be a VC has a vision for the university. Part of my vision was to see to the productivity of staff. Part of my vision in my mission statement and my inauguration speech, which I know many of you have, you read it, you see that I talked about having awards, recognition of staff who put in their very best. I mentioned the fact that motivation is a catalyst to productivity, to enhance productivity. And as a psychologist, I do know the importance of motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. But this time around, we are talking about extrinsic motivation and coming from the administration of the university. Meritorious Service Award is known worldwide, especially in the military circle. They use it to honor those who have served the system meritoriously. It's actually a way of recognizing people, individuals who have given in their very best to the service of the system. Sometimes that very best is monitored over time. And I think the committee equally had monitored the performance of the beneficiaries of today's award. Today we are proclaiming to the world that you have made yourself to stand out from the crowd. Now, I love that word, stand out. And I've always said to people, don't ever be buried in the crowd. Don't ever be lost in the crowd. I will never ever be lost in any crowd. I look for a way to stand out once I am in the crowd. Today, these distinguished men and women have actually worked so hard to stand out in a crowd of more than 8,000 staff. More than 8,000 staff of the University of Calabar. We are recognizing only 143 staff. I thought you would clap for those staff. It didn't come easy. The chairman stood here and told us the process they had to pass through to come up with these things. In passing through the process, they even had the lead, the war staff. But these are the best. If the University of Calabar had the resources, perhaps would have bought 143 cars and given to all the 143 staff. But because we do not have the resources, we are going to give to them what we can afford. But let me tell you something about Meritorious Service Award. It is not about what is given to you. It is not about the value of what is given to you. It is about the fact that you have been recognized from the crowd that you are an achiever and a great performer. Anywhere you go to, if you want to leave the University of Calabar today, that certificate will follow you. When I went to sabbatical leave in Ghana in 2004, I tell you, I've never lost in the crowd. I didn't know anything they do in that university, but in my usual self, I was walking the way I thought I should walk. Because if I don't have work, I'll fall sick. My department had only 2 courses for me to teach. And I had no social life in Ghana, I had no friend. So when I teach 2 courses, 2 credit loads, meaning that in a whole week I have 4 hours to teach. The rest of the hours, what am I doing? Nothing. That was the Department of Special Education. I had to go to the Department of Psychology and ask them that I'm a psychologist. I did psychology of education. my PhD level, can you give me more courses to help you teach? And they did not have lecturers. The department gave me 3 courses. I was happy. So I had 5 courses to teach. I didn't even remember that I was supposed to write for part-time. To me, I was just working to engage myself and be busy. And I taught these students without knowing somewhere people were watching me. People were taking notes of my work. I'm talking about 2004. By the time I rounded up in 2005, and I was to leave, my dean, Professor Grace Ganabu, sent for me. She called me Obi Banku. Obi Banku was needed by the Vice Chancellor. I was like, when I'm leaving, what would the Vice Chancellor be needing me now? I hope nothing. No student has reported me, nothing has happened. And I happily went. In my mind, I was going to use that opportunity to also appreciate the Vice Chancellor for the opportunity they gave me to serve. And as I got in there, I saw the Vice Chancellor, I saw the Pro Vice Chancellor, that is DVC. I saw the Pro Vice Chancellor, I saw a white lady, I saw my head of department, and my dean was seated. And my heart skipped a little because I didn't know why the principal officers, my dean, head of department, were all seated. And the dean of faculty presented me, talked about how I came, the work I've done, what I've supported them with, how I mentored people, and thereafter the Vice Chancellor took over and re-echoed all that they have said, and thereafter the white lady got up and spoke and said she was from Kennedy Foundation. That is the aspect I want to do. That she was from Kennedy Foundation, and that Kennedy Foundation has an award for the most impactful female lecturer of that school. I never heard of it. Of course, I wasn't their normal staff, permanent staff, so nobody would tell me that. I had never heard of that. And at the end of the day, she got up and gave me $10,000 as the gift, as the award I have. Thereafter, I got a letter. If any one of you want to see my letter, please come to my house. I will show you the letter, Meritorious letter that was written, signed by the dean and my head of department. And then they gave me, and I was like, what the hell? How did they know about this? That I was teaching somewhere else, I was helping students, I was mentoring people, I was going to talk to the female students, I was trying to, you know, one thing about that university is that they didn't have female PhDs. In fact, we were only 2 female PhD holders. Myself and the head of department of home economics, who got a PhD from Isuka. They had even very few PhD holders. And even then, the Vice Chancellor wasn't, no, they had very few professors who had PhD, but they had many professors. Not even the Vice Chancellor was a professor, full. So the few people who had PhD were like pick up. And then I had PhD, and you know, here PhD is just regular for us now. It means nothing. But they felt that somebody with PhD carried herself in such a manner that they recognized. As you work here in this system, people are watching you. People are watching you. You may not get commendation, you may not get condemnation, but people are watching you. One day, somebody, somewhere, may ask somebody's opinion about you. What opinion will be given of you? It's very important. What opinion will be given of you as a staff of the University of Calabar? What will people say about you? Do you make time to think about it? Sometimes when I addressed that, I said, You try to think you are smart by not coming to work, by coming to work, signing attendance and leaving. Whom are you deceiving? Yourself, of course. You are not working for Florence Obi. Never. You are not working for any one of us. You are working for yourself and your God. Because it is a system that gives you food. And God has said that He would not work. So you are working for yourself and your God. So if you don't work and you are earning salary and you think you are being smart, it is between you and God, nobody else. And that is why I thought it wise that for those who make time, especially additional time to work, many of us are working and are looking at our watch. 4 o'clock is 4. Nothing else keeps you back. Fair and good. 4 o'clock is the official time. Bye-bye. There are others that you think are foolish people who have no closing time, who have no time they come to work. They work even from their homes. They are the ones we choose to recognize. And it is on that note that I want to tell my chairman of this Meritorious Service Award and his team members that the criteria they have put are perfect, that people associated, where it's associated with them should not benefit. But the fact that somebody is associated with you, the person still has a life. The person is still putting in the very best. He never says because Professor Joseph Aso is a big man in the university, I will not work hard. The person gives in the best. Please, the worker deserves it too. Those people should be recognized. We can't continue to put down people who are good because they have a relationship with you. When you gave that story, even before you made that appeal, I was shaking my head and said, no, I will say I will overrule in that area. Please let such people be beneficiary. Like the young man you mentioned last year, he was nominated. He didn't nominate himself. You did not nominate him. You stepped him down for the crime that he's living with you and is related. This year his name came up again, you stepped him down. Next year will come up again, you stepped him down. So what crime has he committed by living with you and related to you? No crime whatsoever. Please, let some people be free. Let them breathe. So please, my dear chairman, accommodate them. Even your wife, if she deserves it, give her. So long as they are not nominating themselves, people are the ones nominating them. And I know in these awards, there are just few categories that he gets to people to nominate. Very few. And I know the reason why he does that. For instance, the best deals, he gets to us to have a say. And we look at availability of the dean, not just in the department, even to Senate, to AMPC, to every other work that we give. What is the availability of that dean? We equally look at the readiness of the dean to accept responsibility. We also look at the fact that the dean, these days, my administration said deans must hold it. It is a policy of the university, but we're forgetting it. That faculty board holds once every month, but we're negating that. We have said deans should hold faculty board and send reports to us. There are deans who agree that and sending reports. There are deans that will write a memo to, generally to the deans, or put it on the faculty, the dean's platform. There are deans that immediately reply. There are deans that their students have problems, and the students on their own will send a note or a text message to me. As soon as I forward the text message to the dean, the next thing I'll see the dean reply that I am working on it. And the next thing I see that the dean has resolved that issue. Those are the kind of things that we want to honor. It's not just honoring you for sitting down in your office and getting dues from your students and doing the normal thing. No. For those deans who take extra time, we had, for instance, accreditation not long ago. Almost 40 programs. And I know how some deans came out and took it as a personal accreditation, as if it was their life. Those are the kind of people that we make imputes. Others, the imputes comes from all of you. So if people have made imputes and said Florence Obi is good, it means Florence Obi is good. Give the Florence the award. Having said that, my dear people, I want to again congratulate you and say that today we are giving awards to 143 awardees that are spread into 36 categories. 36 categories of awards. And I'm very happy that it's small and it begins to grow and bigger and bigger and bigger by the day. For this particular awards, this second awards, I'm also very happy and acknowledge the work of the committee to have included academic staff with the highest citation count in the University of Calabar. Very important for our visibility, very important for our ranking. So we want to appreciate the awardee, the beneficiary of that award. Please do more, because it is people like you that brought us to number 13. We have more people like you who move up to number 2, who move up to number 1. So we need more people like that. The beneficiary has 6,781 citation counts. 6,000. I don't know whether I have even 10. You can Google me and see how many I have. But he has 6,781 citation counts. I love my heart for the beneficiary. Congratulations. We also have another beneficiary who has the highest H index. Those are the reasons why University 1 will be ranked higher than another university. These are the things they look out for. The person with the highest H index has H index of 41. Please, they need appreciation. And I think many of us will begin to work hard to see that we recognize you. If you help the university to move up, you help the university to push up in our quest to come up in the ranking, in the nation, and in the world, we'll be happy. We also have in this award for a staff who has the highest number of patent right inventor. 2. She has 2. But you think that 2 na small thing. All of us here no get. We have 5,500 and something, 581 professors in UNICAM. Just about 1 or 2 persons have patents. Very important. So we are very impressed by such efforts of that staff. I dug my hand again for these three outstanding, very outstanding academics that are making Unical proud. That when people open into our website, they will see the efforts of our staff. I will say, yes, that is a university. Perhaps next year, I want to appeal to the committee to extend it to research. People who win research grants, because those are the things that help in the ranking of the university. We can also include research grants, and then maybe those who win the highest amount of, it is their money they are using, sure, but the university benefits by the fact that those people work hard to attract research grants. I told Senate that we were invited to TED Fund end of the year awards like this, and they were awarding institution with the higher number of this institution, and my institution, I say nothing. I was there, we didn't get anything. I came back, I told my people in Senate, I said, what is happening now? We from education cannot win grants. What about people in the sciences? Please, I know we do win grants, but not as much as compared to the people in the sciences. And we don't have as many opportunities compared to those in the sciences. Please, they should help us and sit up and win grants. Even National Research Fund grants were not there. Some universities had up to 20 staff benefiting and bringing in about 50 million, 70 million to the university. The money does not belong to the university. It belongs to those staff. They will use the money, but it gives the university a name. And so, my dear colleagues, I congratulate those who have won this honor, while I also pray that many of us should do more. But let me tell you something. I remember that people sometimes accuse me of being students. If we have done nothing else for staff, this is one thing we are doing. Turn around you and look at the hall, 8,000 staff. That means that we do not even appreciate ourselves. We do not appreciate ourselves. Because I thought that many more staff would have come here to appreciate those who are getting these awards. So, how encouraging is that to us? Yes, beneficiaries are here, maybe with one, two of their friends. The rest of the staff, the day they benefit, then they come. That is not the best. If you encourage us to say that you like what we are doing by celebrating these people, perhaps we'll increase the opportunity. Perhaps we'll think more of other things. But let me say, if you don't recognize yourself and you don't celebrate yourself, you don't expect others to celebrate you. Let's learn to begin to celebrate ourselves and celebrate the little things that we are recognized for. Even if you are picked as the best sweeper in Cross River State, it's a great recognition. I remember during Donald Duke, he gave a state award there at that 11:11. If you go, that man's name is there. He's dry cleaner. Dry cleaner had a state award, which I have not gotten. Dry cleaner had a state award. The fact that his name is engraved there goes to tell the story of who that person is. And the governor will tell you the story. When he became governor of Cross River State, he flies his clothes to Lagos for dry cleaning. He used to send his clothes to Lagos for dry cleaning. But there was a dry cleaner, government house dry cleaner, who had worked and dry cleaned for military governors. And one day the dry cleaner was bold. Many of us would just be happy, thank God he's not using me, and go and sleep and be doing our thing. The dry cleaner was bold enough and walked to him. He said, Oga, me na dry cleaner, as he say they carry clothes they send to Lagos. Those clothes when they wet, me I fit dry clean better than that. Me I don dry clean for governors. I polish their shoes, khaki of army, na me dey wash the dry clean. Why I no fit dry clean their clothes? Give me your clothes make I dey wash. That is a dry cleaner, a man who wants to work. And his excellency said he looked at the man and he said, okay, next time give him the clothes. And thereafter, the man won the best state award. For doing what? For working. For coming out to say, I want to work. Coming out to say, oh God, I want to work. Give me my work. Don't take my work to another person. That is why he won it. How many of us, if we take your work and give to someone else, will not say, hallelujah, I don't have what to do again, let me go home and do something else. How many of us will come and say, busy man, I can do that work. Jinsa, I can do that work. HOD, why did you take my work? I can do it. Please give me the work. I want to work. Let's think. The University of Calabar belongs to all of us. And only you and I can get the university to greater height. Thank you and congratulations to the work. Thank you so much. Can we put those hands together for the Vice Chancellor? You have not done it. You've not written. Please put those hands together for the Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much. She made a salient point that the University of Calabar belongs to you and I, and we must take it to a greater height. Please put your hands together again for our dear Vice Chancellor. She has said it. Thank you. At this point in time, before we move on to the next item, please, I want to appeal to those that are up there blocking that entrance. Can you please decongest that entrance? Their seats here. Thank you so much. Make that snappy. Thank you so much. Their seats, their empty seats. Just get in and take your space. Their seats there. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love and your cooperation. Please leave that entrance. Thank you so much. Thank you and thank you. At this point in time, we are into the crux of today's matter. And if you're with the program, we are at item number 7, that's presentation of awards by the Vice Chancellor. And this segment is going to be assisted by the chairman of the committee. So please, at this point in time, permit me to welcome the chairman of the committee, Professor Joseph Aso, while the presentation will be handled by the Vice Chancellor. Please put your hands together for him.
We have come to the main event, the reason why we are gathered here. My Vice Chancellor, I'm going to commend you. We are going to give award to up to about 50 voters. Because I called them, we hand over the certificate. We are starting with the award for the best deals. We selected 2 best deals. And the first award among the best 2 best deals go to Professor Ademo Ajaka.
On behalf of the management of the University of Calabar, it's a great privilege to present this certificate of Meritorious Service Award to you as one of the two best deans in the University of Calabar. Congratulations.
The next person, one of the two best deans, again, Professor Susan Cohen.
Professor Susan Cohen, Dean of Faculty of Agric, for being one of the two best deans for 2023. Congratulations.
The next award goes to the best academic staff director in the person of Professor Joseph Kalefo Ibiwa.
Congratulations, Professor Joseph Kayafo Ebigwa. Professor Ebigwa was Director of Equipment Maintenance Center, a center that was long dead before we came on board. And when he was appointed, he worked very hard to revive that center. In fact, the last two accreditations we had, the center worked so hard to see that the equipment, the science equipment were all activated, repaired, and it saved us a lot of money. Congratulations, Professor Udigo.
We now go to the award Best Non-Teaching Staff Director. The awardee is Dr. Mrs. Chukwuka Nja.
Dr. Ija, I know she's the Director of Council Affairs. For now, there is no council. So, why is she getting the award? But, council was dissolved midway. Outside that, she's one woman I know, accepts responsibility, and gives in her very best anywhere, anytime. Every assignment you give to her, she gives in her very best. And she's a non-academic director, and today you are winning award as the best non-teaching staff director. Congratulations.
Our best awardee is the staff with the highest citation count And the awardee is Professor Martin Matthew.
Thank you for making us proud. Thank you for taking our name to the global level. Please keep making us proud as a university. Thank you for increasing our visibility. Congratulations. Congratulations. God bless you.
The next category award is the staff with the highest H index. The staff with the highest H index, and that award goes to our DBC Research and Linkages University of Calabar.
You see now why is the premier DBC research linkages and collaboration. That means I made no mistake, I didn't make no mistake. And it came wonderfully well. Congratulations for winning the award as the staff with the index. Congratulations.
Our next awardee is the award in the category of Outstanding Patent Right Inventor, Dr. Fina Grace Otosi.
Please don't give me another standing ovation. Please don't be tired. Please don't be tired. There are some universities that have 20%. You have only a grace. And who else? Maybe about two of them. She has two. The Grace and Professor Osim. She has two and Professor Osim has one. Congratulations to Grace. Please, you had these two patents long ago. We want you to have more for us. And it is because we had this patent that we made you Director, Center for Technology Innovation. Please do have more patents for us. Congratulations.
We are now going to the category of best departments. We have 10 of them. We just call them. We don't allow the people to make specific departments unless she so wishes. The 10 best HODs, as we call it, we just 10 best HODs, as we call it, we just call it. Professor Okubosi Uzoma. Dr. Iwara Anko. Dr. Eyo Esien. Professor Christian Aye Jamasu. Dr. Alex Timothy, Professor Rafael Abia, Professor Vincent Osalo. Professor Alex Timothy, Professor Rafael Abia, all the people that all the heads of the government just collected, just come and collect their envelopes. I will now call. I will now. We still have one of the 10 best HODs, Dr. Action Oku. Dr. Action Oku. And then the next Dr. Angela Hachina. Dr. Ebudesi of Dr. Ebudesi. Yeah.
Now I realize, now I realize, when I need this, you come around. Celebrate, now I realize. Dr. Mrs. Adam, Obia, now I realize, when I need this, Obia. Celebrate, now I realize, I'll be saved, now I realize, from the spirit and you will right now for my life. Celebrate, now I realize, I'll be saved, now I realize, from the spirit and you will right now for my life. Professor Tony Osoka. Professor Tony Osoka. All the Professor Paul Isoka. Celebrate. Now I realize, I appreciate. Now I realize, I'm saying when I leave this world, oh my God. Dr. Nicole is a big deal. Dr. Nicole is a big deal. Mr. Joe is a big deal. Our office is a big deal. We now go to all the things. We now go to the 10 best examination resource and digital departments. And the departments are Mass Communication, Institute of Education. Each department should be represented by their various HODs. Mass Communication, Institute of Education, Public Health, Anatomical Science, Nursing Science, Social Works, Tourism, Soil Science, Geography and Environmental Science, Plant and Ecological Studies. Now I appreciate me. Now when I live alive, now we say when I live this world, even the top down for the power. Celebrate. Now when I live alive, I appreciate me. Now when I live alive, now we say when I live this world, even the top down for the power. All the things we do, religion, we do, security, we do, mental life, we do, other life, we do,
So they should your tea. Oh my God, and you are so sad. Oh my God, and you are so sad. Oh my God, and you are so sad. Oh my God, and you are so Jesus. Thank you very much, Jesus. In case you don't know, plenty people get papa, but my papa get different. Plenty people get maker, but my maker is different.